Well, hi, you've probably seen me use pop rivets on some of my projects. I know I made a little knife sheath and I use little easy set, quick pop snap rivets. Anyway, if you want a really strong joining for a piece of leather and a very nice traditional look, then you can't beat a proper saddler's copper rivet. And in this film I'll show you how to set a saddler's copper rivet using a special setting tool. Well, here's a saddler's copper rivet. They come in different sizes. This is roughly middle of the range. It's a size 10, this one. And you get slightly smaller ones, slightly bigger ones. And they're made out of pure copper. They do look lovely when they're on items. And you can see it's a rivet with a washer. And the washer doesn't slide down the whole of the shaft. It actually is tapered at the end, but you'll see why in a minute. Anyway, I'll show you how to fix one. So the first step is to make your holes in the leather that you want to fix. That's one. I'm just using some scrap leather here, but it'll give you a good idea. And that's number 2. So let's pretend I want to join those 2 bits. You take your rivet, feed it through, and then what you'll find is you put the little washer on and you can't push it down anymore. So that's standing a bit proud. But do not worry, there is a special rivet setting tool. And the main feature of this tool is it's got a little hole drilled in there. You could just use a bit of silver steel and drill a hole in. And then it's got a domed area here. Now the first hole is used to set the washer down. And then the domed part is used to round it over a bit. So we'll set it down first. There we are. So that's lying nice and flush. It's quite a tight fit. You have to give it quite a hit with a hammer. So that's the first bit. And then what you need to do now is trim that off. So you can use some bolt cutters or a strong pair of pliers. I should really have my little mini bolt cutters, but I think as I've got these to hand they will do it. Just as a little point of safety, you probably saw I turned that upside down. It was in case a little bit of copper stuff spit it out at me. It didn't, but sometimes they do, so always keep it away from your eyes. Okay. Now the next job, we've got a little bit of stub there. Just see that poking up, just about 1.5 millimeters or so. You then take the rounded part and you can round it over a bit. Now that's evened that out quite nicely. It gives a nice little round head. And the final step to get it really nice is to get a ball peen hammer and just round it a bit more. You could use your cobbler's hammer, French hammer for this stage, but if you have a little ball peen it's better. So I just mean one of these hammers with a rounded end on it. And they're very nice for riveting over. Just check it's all nice and smooth. That's very nice indeed. And there you have it, one really strong join. It's far stronger than a pop rivet. It also, I think these look really nice and decorative because they're pure copper, and on the outside that looks really nice. It's fairly flush actually. You do need to think about, if you're making a bag or handles or something, which side you want where, because if it's for the inside of a bag you may want that as a flush side and this on the outside. I like them, they're nice and traditional, they're very strong. Anyway, there's a simple way of setting them. I think ideally one does use a larger anvil than this, because you've got a bit more mass behind it. But anyway, I hope you found that one useful. Thanks for watching.